What is going on, everyone? Red Zone today. Beautiful. No Eagles game. We get to sit back, relax, dissect all the games. Bang. 1 o'clock games. And to start us off, we have the Steelers and the Browns. And they go into overtime, and it's a tie football game. The Steelers turn the ball over 6 times. Big Ben with 3 interceptions. And the Browns still don't find a way to win this football game. That's pretty insane. At first, you think to yourself, oh, at least they didn't lose, right? I mean, they fall with the Steelers. That goes for some kind of credit, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But the fact that they didn't win this ball game is still kind of pathetic and one of the most Brown things possible. They had an opportunity after the Steelers in overtime miss a field goal for the Browns to kick the field goal and win it in overtime, and it wasn't even close. It was insane. But here's the stat for you: when your opponent has turned the ball over 5 or more times, teams are 132, 4-1. The Browns are responsible for 2 of those losses and the tie. So you look at it and you say, you know, at least the Browns didn't lose, which you're right. A tie is better. But at the same time, for them to not win this football game with 3 interceptions by Big Ben and 6 total turnovers for the Steelers, it's kind of pathetic. Now, Denzel Ward, a nice pickup, obviously. He had 2 interceptions today, and he got drafted pretty high. Some people had him too high with the Browns selection. He had 2 interceptions today. James Conner, we obviously have this huge Le'Veon Bell news. He doesn't show up. He doesn't report. He leaves over $800,000 back in Pittsburgh for not showing up on the bus. Well, James Conner, 135 yards rushing with 2 touchdowns and 60 yards receiving on the day. So, does that drop the stock a little bit for Le'Veon? Because those are numbers that Le'Veon puts up. Now, I'm not saying off of one game that's totally Le'Veon Bell replacement. I'm not saying that, but the numbers are there. He didn't play bad, and you know, it was a sloppy game back and forth. It is better than losing, obviously, but that was a messy game. Ugly game. The weather was bad, and that's how that one played out. Then we moved to the Buccaneers and the Saints, and Ryan Fitzpatrick looked like he could be in the Hall of Fame with his day today. I mean, for throwing 417 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was a beast. So was Mike Evans and Deshaun Jackson. Those 2 wide receivers today were dominant. The Saints, they're the Super Bowl type squad. That's what everyone says. People have them as the Super Bowl winners. Now, I know it's just week 1, but their defense giving up 48 points to that type of team. Come on now. Their defense is an issue. That's insane. You cannot let up 48 points. Scoring 40, that's phenomenal. Congratulations to Kamara for his touchdowns and Michael Thomas having a big-time day. And Drew Brees having a solid day. But 48 points to the Buccaneers. And Ryan Fitzpatrick, of all people, is going to go out there and shred you to pieces and out-battle you like that? That's an embarrassment for the Saints. In your own barn? What an upset. No doubt about it. That's an embarrassing loss if you're a Saint. For real. Sean Payton needs to figure out that defense. The Ravens smacked the Bills insanely. I mean, what an embarrassment for the Bills. They just made playoffs last season. We knew they were going to be crap. I mean, they don't play Josh Allen. He sits on the bench. He finally gets his opportunity, but you throw him into a hot mess. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Deshaun Watson, coming back from that injury. They lose to the Patriots, and he didn't look very good. There wasn't much offense with Bill O'Brien and Deshaun Watson, and he looked all over the place. He put it on himself after the game. He said, it's my fault. It's my fault. He put it on himself, and the Patriots do their thing at home and win the ball game. The Giants and the Jags. It's a 20-15 game. The Jags find a way to grind it out defensively. I don't get how they win games with that Blake Bortles guy. I don't believe in him, but obviously I do know why they win games. Their defense. The Giants have an opportunity late in this ball game, but they muff a punt to lose themselves the game late. Saquon Barkley in his debut, he has a 68-yard run for a touchdown, which was nice. Odell Beckham got his. He was all over the place, catching balls left and right, which we would obviously figure he would do. But not enough for the Giants as they fall to the Jaguars. And Andrew Luck, how about that? Andrew Luck comes back. And he has himself a nice little debut. He throws for 300-plus yards. He gets 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. They lose the game because of an 84-yard fumble return with 24 seconds left in the football game. They were involved, and Andrew Luck looked pretty decent, I will say that. But the Bengals take it. You also have the Titans losing to the Miami Dolphins, which was a little bit interesting. And the Vikings, Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't lost the game as a starter yet. Bang, he loses today to Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. And Garoppolo did not have his best day, throwing some picks, some ugly ones, and they fall. They fall to the Vikings, and the Vikings are clearly a strong team, but that's what we had at the 1 o'clock hour today. Beautiful football. I love football. I love it. The NFL is the most amazing thing ever. Let me know what you think down below on the 1 o'clock games. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.